The man had spent time with his secretary before heading to the company to see his wife. He was stopped by the security guards and not allowed to enter. The reason was simply that his wife had held a press conference and announced the removal of his position as vice president. She had also taken back all the equity shares in his possession. He was no longer associated with the company in any way. Upon hearing this, the man completely fell apart. He couldn't believe that his wife could be so heartless. He was even more convinced that the company would never function properly without him. Just then, however, his former colleagues approached him. They mocked him for having absolutely no self-awareness. Everyone had only shown him respect in the past out of deference to the female CEO. No one had expected that he would have an affair with his secretary. He deserved every bit of his current predicament. Some colleagues even grew impatient and tried to chase him away on the spot. Fortunately, his former subordinates arrived just in time. They helped drive the mocking colleagues away. But the subordinates also stated that the female CEO was truly utterly disappointed in him. They advised him that it would be best not to make any more trouble. Nevertheless, the man firmly believed that his wife, who had always loved him, was just trying to scare him. He was about to force his way inside to apologize to his wife. But then his secretary caught up to him. She even thoughtfully handed him a cup of hot coffee. She took the opportunity to stir up trouble between them, saying that his wife had only done all this to get his attention. She added that with his capabilities, even if he left this company, he could still carve out a successful career of his own. Then he could make his wife regret what she had done. But the man knew full well that he owed all his current achievements to his wife's selfless support in the past. It was because he had repeatedly listened to his secretary's words that had caused his wife to misunderstand him. Filled with anger, the man threw the coffee cup to the ground. He told his secretary to stop meddling in the affairs between him and his wife. Seeing this, the secretary immediately put on a wrong look and said she knew she was in the wrong. The man couldn't help but soften his heart a little, yet he thought this was not the time to comfort his secretary. He immediately decided to force his way inside to appease his wife first. Meanwhile, the woman heard from her subordinates that the man was causing a commotion downstairs. To avoid creating a negative impact, the woman had no choice but to go downstairs to talk to him in person. But when the man saw her coming, he thought his wife was giving him a chance. He immediately said that he had been wrong in the past. He shouldn't have gotten so close to his secretary. He shouldn't have brought her to the family banquet and humiliated his wife. But he added that his wife also shouldn't have made such a big deal out of it. As he spoke, he tried to pull her along to retract the announcement of his dismissal. However, the woman directly slapped him across the face. She made it crystal clear that she had not come to accept his apology. She had come to remove anyone who was no longer associated with the company. But for the sake of their past marriage, she still warned him to be more wary of his secretary from now on. Upon hearing this, the man still defended the secretary, claiming that she was kind and innocent. He said she was not the kind of person his wife thought she was. The woman was tired of arguing with him. She directly ordered the security guards to drive both of them away. Furious but helpless, the man could do nothing but stand there. At that moment, the secretary started sowing discord again. She urged the man to start his own business. She said that with his abilities and the resources she had at her disposal, he would surely build a successful career in no time. Then he could come back and get his revenge on his wife. Still seething with anger, the man agreed to her proposal on the spot, but he did not have much money left at his disposal. So the man followed the secretary's instigation. He turned to his mother and begged her to take out her private savings and sell her villa to fund his new business. The mother had always disliked